Q2 is shaping up to be quite strongly. We're first expecting to see where we'll report our initial revenues from our Mimbula stream. We're also expecting in 2025 to see a normalization of the royalty income at Fourmile.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Ecora Resources CEO, Marc Bishop-Lafleche. Marc, very good to speak with you. You're up the first quarter trading update this morning. Can you talk us through the headlines, please?
Well, it was a very solid start to the year. We saw a portfolio contribution of $6 million for the period, and that doesn't yet include any of the revenue from Mimbula or Fourmile, which will be reported with one quarterly lag. We saw the Voisey's Bay Underground performing very well, and we're really happy with how that's going. And we also saw a second quarterly record, a consecutive quarterly record actually, at Mantos Blancos. And of course, as we've already spoken about, we completed the $50 million Mimbula acquisition in the period. So all in all, a very solid quarter and a great start to 2025.
Well, I mean, 2025 is a big year for Voisey's Bay. Can you remind us of what's happening there, Marc?
Yeah, well, we've been speaking about this quite a lot, but as a reminder, what we're seeing this year is a really strong ramp up in the underground mining activities following the completion of the underground expansion last year. So for us, what does that mean? Well, some of you may be aware, but we're expecting 60 to 90% volume growth at Voisey's Bay as a result of that ramp up. Full year guidance at Voisey's is 335 to 390 tons for the year. We expect that to be weighted 40% in H1, 60% in H2. But when you think about Q1, so in Q1, we received 56 tons. In early April, we received 28. 28 are currently being shipped to us. So, we're on track actually by the end of April to be equivalent already to the entirety of Q1. And it's also very positive to get this volume growth momentum now that we're really starting to see the price tailwinds from cobalt following the export ban that was announced by the DRC last year. In Q1, we received a quarterly price of just over a weighted average price for the quarter of just over $13. In early April, we received just under $19 per pound. So some great price tailwinds there.
How are things shaping up for the second quarter, Marc?
Q2 is shaping up to be quite strongly. We're first expecting to see where we'll report our initial revenues from our Mimbula stream. We're also expecting in 2025 to see a normalization of the royalty income at Fourmile. Fourmile, as I mentioned, is reported on a quarterly lag. So we should see some incremental growth from Fourmile as those sales return to normal levels over the course of the year. We mentioned Voisey's already, higher volumes at a higher price. And we're also looking to see in Q2 the return of mining at Kestrel within our royalty area before seeing some really strong volumes in Kestrel in Q3. So stepping back to looking over the course of the year, I think what we'll see as the year continues is just stronger free cash flow generation from our non-Kestrel assets, but also some strong contributions this year from Kestrel as well in Q2 and Q3 in particular.
Marc, I hope you'll keep us updated on any progress. Thank you very much for speaking with us today.
Great to be here. Thanks, Stephen.
Marc Bishop-Lafleche, the CEO of Ecora Resources.